taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
A mooley mouth.
No.
Oh shit, yo, you niggas are stupid, but yeah, yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, this shit's real, we talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, yo, Pascal Field, the New England representative, and we back, yo. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do, man? Shuttleworth the God, aka the GOAT artist. You know what it do, man? LB, a lot of the boss in the building. RingGameRadio.com. We back. We got all 5 members of Bone Thugs are back now. It ain't the spinoff now. so we back in there.
It's not the 2007 version of Bone Thugs where it's just 3 of y'all.
Yeah. Niggas like, nah. Ain't there 2 more of y'all?
Busy and get crazy.
Yeah, no, but shout out to the 3 that held it down though. You know, that show was fucking hilarious. So yeah, if y'all tuned in, I saw the comments. The comments were commenting, nigga. I saw all that shit. Nigga.
That was
like this shit.
Yeah, niggas is lit.
Anyway, so yeah, that was some good shit. Cause I listened to that shit the day after, like y'all do it. I was like, okay, these niggas, they got something going there. You know, this pilot talk shit. You know, this shit can fly. You know what I mean? You know, so,
I fuck with that.
Yeah, yeah. It was good shit though. Yeah, good shit. LB, Rome, and Pilot. You know, y'all represented though. But yeah, no, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Kid.
Hey yo, what's good, y'all? You already know who this is. Your boy King P, Bodega Box in the building. Ring Gang Radio, we back. What's up? Nobody's been banned from the Bodega because I haven't been at the Bodega. Bodega's been on a hiatus, but we back. You know what I'm saying? We back from New Orleans, so I'm back to have to throw people out, but not yet. You know what I'm saying? So let me find out. I gotta throw somebody out eventually. Not now. We good. And for the record, I was not being held hostage by Pat. He didn't have me like Joel Santana and Mike Tyson, where he's just like shaking his
Oh yeah, he's seen that.
Every video it looked like you was you was some little nigga that just taking along.
Pat had him behind him like, yo, say something, nigga, while I'm recording.
Say something useful. I'm like, damn, like Chris, you ain't gotta hear about Monk like that, yo. Chill, like both of y'all are useful. I mean, like, damn.
Nigga was like, tell him I'm not playing. He's not playing.
Nice dolphin, nigga.
Oh shit, you niggas are stupid, yo. But yo, I got my other man with me, yo. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's your kid, Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger, #1 contender, preparing for liftoff. Let's get it. Ring Radio, let's fly.
Yes, sir. You know, Conscious Pilot that stays elevated above the clouds, you dig? And last but certainly not least, you know, wearing the weak ass Miami Dolphins shirt, man. I got my other man with me.
Oh yeah. I know this shirt weak. I was just, you know, working out in it, nigga. I had to, you know, this is my sweatshirt, nigga. I had to fuck it up. You know, you already know who the fuck it is. It's Rome Top 5, nigga. Yo, nigga, I'm here. I'm lit, nigga. I've been drinking wine all fucking day. I'm sorry, nigga. It's Juneteenth. I gotta celebrate for my niggas that escaped and made it to up north and then gave birth to all of the nigga babies that moved back down south with they dumb ass.
God damn, that might be one of the most ignorant things. That might be one of the most ignorant yet, clear things that this nigga Rome ever said. Yo, like, this, you know, this nigga Rome Top 5 AK Chicago because he leave these niggas in the breeze, and apparently he's feeling very breezy right now with what the fuck he just said. Like,
damn, nigga drinking that juicy juice ICDC wine, nigga.
I'm saying though, like this nigga. Yeah, I mean, there was a level of ignorance there, man. That's quite astounding.
Intellectual ignorance. That's what I call it, nigga.
Damn.
Yeah, but you know, yes.
Damn.
Yeah, Henny got ignorant nigga shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Salute Henny God, what it do? And salute Blazing Killer. He said he'd be back in a few. What it do?
Yes, sir. But yeah, definitely happy Juneteenth. You know, like I said, you know, Juneteenth is a national holiday now, you know, and yeah, man. So yeah, if you took it off, man, salute, man. You know, purposes, you know.
And if you had to work, I hope you ain't work that hard.
You know what I'm saying?
No, niggas that
supposed
would
to
have
be
to
doing
work.
some-
Niggas that had to work today was at work like, yo, nigga, I'm not doing shit. It's Juneteenth. Fuck these niggas.
Yeah.
I already know.
I was on my way and I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, no.
Yeah,
Can't do
emancipation.
this.
Yeah,
That nigga was on his way, busting you. Hell no.
I literally busted you before I got through. I busted you. I called it no shit.
Remember, it's the Juneteenth is the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Make sure that's it's a holiday. No matter what fucking Candace or Kundance Owens be saying, because I saw her on Twitter with her dumbass. Like,
Yeah, it's the 4th of July for black folks, really.
She's definitely banned from the bodega. Okay.
Yeah.
She's not
Yeah,
allowed.
that bitch is on one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's definitely
And then the whole tweet, that's just ghetto. Shut the fuck up. Like, y'all keep trying to put ghetto with black culture. Like, there's ghettos all around the fucking world, yo. Like,
exactly.
they're trying to make ghetto. Y'all try to take the negative aspects of humanity and lump them all to black people, and I just be getting sick of that shit. Like,
No shit, like niggas gave us Kwanzaa and was like, oh, y'all niggas only get Kwanzaa. Now we starting to get months and other days, and niggas is mad about it. Like, nigga, come on, enjoy your shit, nigga. There's 25 white holidays in the year.
Wait, hold on, karma. Go away. Yes, no, I know, not the Afro Latinos. I know. But we didn't need to say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm an ally. I'm an ally of the Afro.
Can he even celebrate Juneteenth?
I'm not celebrating it, but I am saluting all my African American brothers out there.
Yeah, look at his hair. He can salute.
Nigga.
Now go away, Carl.
Look at his hair. He can salute.
Well, I mean,
The Jafar Kid and Play look going.
according to some people on Twitter, I'm just a cracker with a tan. I'm an octoroon.
Oh yeah, you had that one post. Yeah, I see that shit. Niggas is like super upset with your ass.
Spicy cat. Come
Get out of here.
You black.
Oh, fuck that nigga. You look more like you play for Real Madrid, nigga, than
Yo, this nigga just said octoroon, yo.
Nigga just look like a damn 1920s like light skinned black villain. Like,
yeah, this is Rose King P hour, I guess.
See what you done started, karma. I blame you for that.
If y'all mention Canelo, he'll get roasted, so she'll get it by proxy.
Right.
Like Canelo, that nigga. Oh, now y'all go.
Good thing she wasn't on the last pod.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I think she was just waiting for King P, because I heard all of them in the spaces during our trip to New Orleans and shit like that. But speaking of that, though, like I said, P and I were in New Orleans for the Prograis and Zorrilla fight.
Talk about the food first, nigga. Fuck that fight.
Sorry. This thing. Before we get into all the fuckery, because there was some real fuckery like at Smoothie King. But yeah, first of all, the food was fucking excellent. Like, you can see why fucking Zion needs to get out of fucking New Orleans, man. With that, because
I would be fat as him too if I was living.
One of the reasons
that food is busted. I'd be fat.
Yeah,
too.
the food is fucking great. I fucking ate like a fucking pig. Like, Jesus.
All right, let me ask. Like, out of the whole weekend, because y'all was there like what, 3 days?
Yeah,
4 days.
4 days. All right. What was the top 2 meals out that whole 4 days, starting with Pat?
Easily the top one was the flounder with the flounder stuffed with crab meats that had shrimp and crawfish on top of it with greens and mashed potatoes.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, what the fuck did they do? Boil the ocean? Goddamn.
Them niggas just had a claw in this.
Them niggas was just like,
floor,
yo,
nigga.
Them niggas emptied the fish tank on your plate, nigga. They was like, fuck.
He's like, here's PetSmart, nigga. Here's our PetSmart plate.
Yeah, that nigga got the PetSmart special.
That sounds good as fuck. Like, hold on, I gotta take a little
how do you, first of
little
all,
pro sip. Hold on.
You gonna stuff the flounder with crab, and then you gonna put shrimp on top of the stuffed flounder?
Shrimp and crawfish. Yeah.
Come on.
And of course, I sprinkled some of that crystals on it. LB.
Nigga, there's no way you finish some shit like that. That's some shit you gotta take home.
Fucking crystals ain't even that hot. Crystals is mid as it.
Nigga, crystals is the worst hot sauce. That green ass bottle.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Nobody want that cheap
Crystals
ass
keep
shit.
sponsoring this nigga post, yo.
Nigga, that shit come in ketchup packets at some restaurants. Fuck that. Nigga. Nobody want
fucking
that
crystals
shit.
hot sauce, like
Crystal still was fucking hitting, yo.
that vinegar ass bullshit.
If it ain't Louisiana hot sauce, nigga, don't use it.
What the fuck? Didn't I say fucking Louisiana? I said Louisiana. God damn, what I said? Like
You can fuck with Frank's. You can fuck with Frank's Red Hot sometimes. It depends.
yeah, it's just sometimes.
It depends. But nigga, if you use it, fish, you definitely gotta use Louisiana, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. You putting crystals on fucking flounder? Like, how dare you?
It's like, damn, you just didn't want to enjoy it. You was like, damn, this shit look good as fuck. Let me fuck it up.
Nigga, I had scorpions on my shit. The fuck, I did enjoy that shit, nigga. The fuck you talking about?
Alright, so that was the best meal. Like, what was the second best meal? What's the runner up?
Let's see. What was the best one?
Do they have any desserts? What's a New Orleans dessert, nigga?
The fucking was it
Bayonets?
Yeah,
They were really good.
yeah. They
What's
were.
that? A cookie? A cake?
It was like it's like a big ass donut with powdered sugar on top.
So it's a jelly donut, nigga. That ain't special.
No, because
Like a powdered donut.
It like no. It's like what's the thing that they sell at the
Fried
festival,
dough.
like
Scones.
Yeah, it's like fried dough.
Yeah.
Like, but it's not as good as the churros, though.
No, I mean it is.
It's like a funnel cake. It's like a funnel cake.
Yeah,
Nah. Funnel like elephant ears are better.
Yeah.
Nigga, all that shit is trash.
Nah, the bayonets were good as fuck though.
I mean, I guess what you gotta get it from the source, like you know.
Nigga, get a cannoli from Chicago, nigga. That shit.
But I mean, the second best meal was probably the first one we had when I had the Cajun jambalaya pasta. It had like
jambalaya pasta. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it had to come with rice.
No, I mean mine had like shrimp and gator up in there and some other shit in there, man. And chicken, I think. You know,
That shit's kind of disgusting. What the fuck?
That shit hit. Nigga,
That's too much different shit.
Yo, King P, like, same question, yo.
For me, my favorite was the catfish. Oh my god,
That looked good. I think that's when you shared, right? That looked good.
Yeah. No, well, I shared two things. The catfish was busted. Like,
What, regular catfish or catfish nuggets?
I mean, hold on, I ain't gonna lie, those catfish look slim as fuck on your plate, though. Like, there was like some struggle. Like, it looked good, but like there wasn't like the fat fillets I'm used to and shit. Like, but it looked good.
No, it wasn't
Cause we get swamp catfish.
It was like a medium size. It wasn't like bite size. It was medium size.
Yeah,
So
it didn't look like no catfish nuggets, but it didn't look like the biggest one. But it looked good.
The angle that I had it at from the phone from the angle made it look smaller. It wasn't small.
Oh, okay. Word. It looked good though. Yeah, that was alright. What else, bro?
Because I've had catfish in New York, but catfish down south is just different. Right? That was busted. And then yes, the legendary King. I mean, what up, Blazing King? But the second thing would have to be I had blackened Bayou duck. Oh, that was duck was busted.
Yeah, Colin eyes got big off of that one. He's like, hold on, I'm gonna need a big spoon.
Was it kind of Cajun or something?
Yeah, it's a Cajun.
Yeah, like almost burnt, but not really burnt, charred type shit.
No, it wasn't charred, but they definitely.
It's Cajun, nigga. Y'all be thinking Cajun means burnt.
Yeah, no,
get out
Cajun
about the projects.
Okay.
It was not burnt.
Y'all niggas fucking mom dudes done burnt some fish sticks. Niggas talk about his Cajun, eat it, nigga. God Ferry and all those motherfuckers you see on TV eat this shit all the time. Mama, these burnt. God damn it, they Cajun, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Like, nah, nigga. So y'all had real Cajun, okay. Was the duck greasy? You gave me, how would it taste?
It was.
You said it was?
It was pretty gamey.
What was the side? It
was gamey. It was very gamey.
Okay, but still flavorful.
What did it come with on the side, P? What was the side dish with the fish?
I got the what was it? Red beans, like red rice and beans. Which was
red beans and rice, nigga. Get your shit right.
Red beans and rice. Yeah.
Yes, that's how you say it. You don't say
Yeah.
Beans and red rice. What the fuck ever?
Yeah, that's how my grandmama would have smacked you, nigga. It's called red beans and rice.
I'm used to saying rice and beans, like, but yes.
Yeah, nigga, this ain't the Jamaican spot, nigga. This is New Orleans.
Why?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Also, runner-up, by the way, runner-up. Those gator bites. Oh my!
Yeah, nigga, this your third runner-up, nigga.
Nigga, gator is good. Like nobody can deny how good alligator is. Like it don't matter where you get it. Alligator is good.
I've never had gator before. That was my first time having
gator.
I had alligator at Papados in Chicago. Yeah, that shit's fire.
Yeah, gator's the wave.
I was expecting it to be rougher, but it wasn't like it. It was pretty chewy.
Nigga, you marinate in that water all day, you'd be damn. You won't be rough either, nigga.
You had it fried, right?
You looking at that the hard skin, like, yeah, this nigga gonna be nasty.
Yeah, nah, it was good. But
yeah, hey man, we got to flip the script. Gators be eating.
Hold on, but did you dip the gator nuggets in ketchup, nigga?
Ketchup?
No, I didn't dip it in ketchup.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm just checking, nigga.
World, y'all niggas still using ketchup? What the fuck?
No, I was just catching, nigga. I don't use ketchup. I don't use ketchup.
Yeah, it came with a sauce. Pat, what's
that remoulade? That remoulade?
Yeah, remoulade. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
that sauce be fucking bussin'.
Yeah.
I put that shit on like regular like hamburgers and shit and fries.
Yeah, it ain't no fucking ketchup here, nigga. Like we ain't,
I said ketchup. Like what do y'all niggas like 8, 9?
What you mean this ketchup?
Not even spicy mustard. Y'all niggas said ketchup. Like
ketchup and gator is like a crime.
I'm getting hungry. Goddamn. Let's talk about boxing. I'm getting hungry. Come on.
Oh yeah,
nigga, why don't you go to the kitchen and grab something, man, nigga?
Regis is washed. I ain't gonna say that, bro, but god damn, he looked bad, man. That him not being able to cut off the ring disappointed me.
Yeah, like the whole. I mean, like I said, me and Pete were there. Like, first of all, like I said, the whole fuckery with us getting our fucking credentials. Like, it was this time it wasn't Matchroom's fault, but Smoothie King was disorganized as fuck. Like, me and Pete actually had a damn near a lap around the Smoothie King just to find the media entrance after we got our credentials. Nigga, like,
and hold on, and this wasn't some made up arena. Like, this is an arena that was made that day. Like, brick and mortar.
The only thing that was like clear was that we had to get our credentials at the box office. From then, we were told, "Oh, go to the entrance." We couldn't go through the regular entrance, the general entrance. They told us, "No, you got to go through the loading dock." So we're going now, and mind you, 2 other people were with us. Well, we go to the loading dock. We go in. There's like a little section where vans pull in and drop off the fighters. We go in. And we see the Matchroom people, and they say, "No, you can't go in through here. You got to go in through the loading dock." And
yeah, so typical Matchroom. Yep.
Yeah. So we go further out, and we go into the loading dock, and they're like, "No, you don't go here. You go back."
Hold on, was this in the hot sun?
Yes, it was 90 degrees.
Oh yeah.
So he's like, "No, you got to go back that way." I'm like, "No, we came back that way, and they told us you got to go to the loading dock." And then another lady's like, "Oh no, okay, no, you go on the other side around the building." I'm like, "Wait, but we like, oh my!" It was so annoying. And then when we get all the way back there, they're like, "No, you got to go through general admission." I'm like, "We were there, and they told us to go all these other places." And so like, the supervisor, the head supervisor, was there and was like, "You know what? Let's just run you through here. We'll check everything, and we'll just go through." Yes, Android. Nobody, it sounds like the company I worked at, nobody knows a thing. You know why? Because I was told that by one of the other guys we were with, and I believe it, it's only like that for boxing. Because if this was basketball, because the Pelicans played there, this wouldn't be an issue because the people there, the security there, actually work for the Smoothie King Center. For boxing, I was told that they outsource their people. Those security, all those people don't work at the Smoothie King Center. They're just outsourced because it's cheaper. But because it's cheaper and they get these security guards from who knows where, they don't know what they're doing. So it was a mess.
Sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And a bunch of Paul Blart security members.
Like, yeah, there was a whole bunch of that. Like it was fucking annoying. Like niggas.
Y'all know how I was feeling at that damn Meridian in Miami. Like, yeah.
Yeah, But at least I mean, but like I said, at least the important thing is we got our credential and we got our food voucher. So that was the important thing. So finally, we got to our seats. I think we missed only the first fight on there. But yeah, but honestly, like I said, before the bell shit was lit, one of Eddie's prospects got upset, and dude was damn near crying because Matchroom was probably going to cut him after that, but it was a war though. But never underestimate a jobber. So salute Xavier Madrid, for pulling off that upset against Aponte. And then like the first two fights on the main card were good, of course, highlighted by Ramla Ali. Getting knocked the fuck out. Like, that was...
People kept complaining about the fucking count, but it wouldn't matter. Like, she was fucking out. Ramla was done, and...
She expected the ref. If you watch it, she thought the ref was going to help her up.
Dude, she was fucking hurt. Like, and the tweet saying, like, how she was like, oh, I thought I was winning on the cards up till the end. I'm like, no, bitch, like, do you forget you got dropped?
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way you was winning that.
And you got hurt by. She got hurt by so many right hands. The first right hand that shook her up, the way she responded, I turned to Pat and I'm like, it's giving Amir Khan vibes. Like she was female Amir Khan. Like the way
it was looking like Amir Khan, Danny Garcia, but like the way niggas really actually be hyping it up. Yeah. Like it looked like the real version that they thought they watched, but it wasn't.
Yes, this is that.
But that's exactly what niggas be like. Man, Amir Khan was beating the shit out of Danny Garcia. Like that's the fight y'all thought y'all was watching. Like
it wasn't that.
I mean, I'll give her credit. She was still fighting back though, but I was telling people, it's like, yo, she's getting hit with too many right hands. Like every single time she got hit with a right hand from that girl, like she was shaking, like her body shook.
Ramla, because I've said for a while, I liked Ramla. I think she's a very good boxer. She has it all, like boxing wise, but I guess we found out she don't have a chin, she just doesn't react well. But like when she was actually like boxing her up, she was doing well. It was just when she was getting inside and trading with her and just susceptible to every right hand imaginable, then that's the issue.
Like, it's the defense, yo. Like I don't even think it's the chin is bad because it's not like she got knocked out cold and she tried to get up. It's more the defense. Like she doesn't have like no type of defensive awareness. Like she could box and she was landing for every one punch she got hit with, she was landing 3.
Yes.
But it's like you're landing 3 to 1, but you're not getting out of the way. You're still standing in front of her slightly too long.
And that's why that's another reason why I had made the Amir Khan comparison. I'm like, okay, she's lighting up with combos. Then after every combo, she's getting hit with one right hand.
She can rock with that shit.
If she was listening to a recorder, I felt like watching the broadcast, it came across like she wasn't listening. She was kind of
her brother is not Ali Raimi. Stop that. Like that is not her brother.
And don't lie, I never said we just lost a fight. But it's nice.
Yo, for real, yo, shout out Android, yo, what it do? Hey, she got caught by a slow-mo punch. Yeah, like, the punch, like, that's the thing, like, that's why I'm saying it's the defensive awareness, because she wasn't getting caught with, like, no sneaky counters or no...
It was mad obvious, like...
Yeah, it was, like, all obvious telegraph shit that, like, you supposed to, your lead hand supposed to kind of neutralize a lot of that shit. You supposed to be stepping around those shots, and she kept getting hit until she got hit with one that she couldn't recover from, and it is what it is.
Yeah, it was. And like, because when she got hit with that left hook, it was like puppet with the strings cut. Like she hit that canvas fast. Like she was a fucking painting on the canvas, nigga.
Honestly, that was the best woman's knockout we've had in years. I know people gonna talk about Baumgartner over Harper, but this ain't the same. Like that's a good stoppage. Like, oh shit, like she hurt her. Like, yeah, But I'm talking about somebody hit the ground like a ton of bricks.
Yeah. That was
Some Ed Wolf Vonda Ward type shit. Like
a beautiful short hook. I feel like that one.
Yeah.
That one, the Junto's KO of the year so far. You know, the Maloney got bodied, but yeah.
Yeah. Those are two excellent KOs. Yeah.
So far.
Yeah. So, and the funny thing is too is like, I mean, she had heart. She tried to get up though, but it was the count whatever was not fast. Rambler was not getting up. If she got up and they let her continue, she would have. Yeah,
niggas kept complaining about that fucking count. I'm like, what are y'all talking? The niggas was like, ref already had it on count of 4 by the time she hit the ground. Like, I'm like, nigga. Like,
I was laughing because I see it on Twitter. Some people posted, it's like, Wilder wish he had that ref in the first series fight.
I said nobody will ever let that go. Like, my God.
Yeah.
Oh man,
but yeah, that and also because we thought, okay, you know, because the undercard was getting lit so far, we were like, okay, you know, this card's gonna shape up to be something, and then we get the fucking co-main event with fucking GSF and Calderon in 12 rounds of a whole bunch of posturing and making faces and shit. That's literally what that fight was, nigga. I was like, what the fuck? Like, GSF was just, you know, jittery like a motherfucker. Like, throw hands. Calderon was tentative.
Yeah.
Throw hands. Like, the
fight was horrible, yo.
Calderon was like waiting every time to like, he was just intentionally just trying to just line him up with just one punch. Like, he tried to act like he was gonna Marquez dude. Like,
yeah, exactly.
And every time he was just getting outworked every time. Like, throw something, throw more. Don't just sit there and just
make a fucking adjustment. Like, none of that shit was happening, bro. And it made for a incredibly tedious watch. The crowd booed that shit ASAP. Like, yeah, they were
as they should have. That was a horrible fight.
Right. And then, you know, and we're thinking to myself, like, you know, damn, well, you know, at least we got, you know, Occasion and a fucking Rican in the main event. Like, you know, maybe, you know, they'll put on a better performance. Then fucking Prograis and Zorrilla, you know, come in there. Oh, well, first 2 rounds, though, we look like we might have gotten a scrap because, as we said, in the first round, Zorrilla did drop Regis legit.
And Regis admitted that it should have been a knockdown. So,
yeah, like, you know, he called him cold. I'm thinking to myself, you would think Zorrilla in the first one was like, wait a minute, I just dropped the champion. He's not all that sharp. Maybe I should fight with more heart. I should let my hands go.
He didn't. And real quick, in person, did he look like Paul's? But he looked pretty big. You know, like Zorrilla looked pretty big. Was there a big size difference between Regis?
No, there wasn't a big size difference.
Zorrilla
was big. Zorrilla was big. Yeah. Like, it wasn't as like he wasn't undersized or anything. So
he sure saw there and fight like he was fucking big. Like, the fuck,
yeah.
like. Yeah, it was just sad because Zorrilla has enough power that he could have seen that he could have stood with Prograis and at least try to punch it out. But all that fucking movement, it got to the point where the movement and offense, and it got to the point where this motherfucker was
literally from rounds 4 to 7. I remember rounds 4 through 7 were just him literally just circling around Prograis, throwing a jab every 45 seconds. That was legitimately those 4 rounds, like from round 4 to 7.
And it wasn't even an authoritative jab on that. It was a bullshit throwaway jab he was throwing at him.
Yeah, they were like 8 feet away from each other, so nothing they threw landed. Like,
right, it was just it's just like do something. And then Regis though was just not sharp. Like I mean, Regis has a short reach, and but Regis was just like swinging wildly and just missing. Like he could have cut off the ring on.
He was chasing them. Yeah, it looked like Karen against Boots Boots against Karen a little bit. You know, low key.
Yeah, it was like that performance. I'm just like, geez, like, and there was no adjustment by Regis too, which was kind of a nut. Because I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, Regis, you know, is a good offensive fighter, but he wasn't making no type of adjustments to see what he could actually do. And I understand Regis's frustration because, you know, dude was kind of running and he was trying to spoil, but god damn, like, I mean, it
don't matter. That's why you cut off the ring, yo. Like, it don't matter if the nigga could run, but you can't hide. Like, I don't care all that fuck all that running shit. Like, matter of fact, I like when a nigga fight when he run from me, shit. Because it's all more satisfying when you start beating a motherfucking ass.
I don't like the excuse coming from the fighter. Oh, he was running. The fans, I get them.
Yeah, I don't like that excuse either. Like, I'm kind of Like, yeah, nigga was running.
It's a cop out.
Yeah, it's a cop out because cut off the ring, and I always just go back to the Inouye Butler fight.
Mm-hmm.
The Butler was spoiling his ass off, but Inouye still handled him.
Every time he got him in the corner, bing, bing, bing. Every time he got him.
Anytime he fucking had him stationary, he was lighting dude up until it just kept happening more often. And you know, Inouye he made the ring smaller. Like, Prograis would just follow and do it around. And it's not that, like, I know that me and PJ talk about this all the time. Like, I know we ain't spoken recently, but inside fighting's a lost art, but at least you'll see videos on it and people, you'll have every now and then you'll have some good inside fighting.
Right.
But cutting off the ring is truly the real lost art.
Low key, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just bad because Zorrilla.
I blame that on the teachers, yo.
But it's just bad because Zorrilla doesn't fight like that. He certainly does. That's not what he doesn't fight like that at all. So why he decided to put a strategy against someone who wasn't even that sharp to begin with?
Dude, this was this era's Junior Witter versus Zab Judah fight.
that fight was tedious too because Witter. I remember there was a best I faced. I think Witter said he was kind of like injured or some shit like that. And
yeah, it was a short notice type. It was some type of fight, and after that, he turned his whole career around after that fight. Like, he started knocking niggas out after that fight. Like, he took the Zab fight on some like, fuck it, I can't let this opportunity go. But sometimes niggas gotta remember, like, yo, if that only works, like that logic only works when you're gonna give your all and go out on your shield.
Right.
Cause just say you want the payday and you don't want to get hurt. Just say that, and I'll be like, alright, cool. Like, you took this fight. You didn't take it serious like that. You know, it was a quick last minute fight. You know, good little payday. Yeah, nigga. You know, you ain't trying to get knocked out or to lower your rep. Okay, I feel you. But don't say that shit and be. You know, say that shit and go out and really try to win, though.
I think he had Sergio Moro, you know, who's usually on the broadcast. He wasn't on this one, saying, you know, he thought Zorrilla won. And shit. And
his boring ass would say that shit.
But 1-1 is kind of wild. I mean, you know, like 1-1.
Sergio Moro does the same thing. The only thing is Sergio Moro may not run as much, but he'll do the bobbing and weaving and shucking and jiving defensive tactics and shit.
Right. Yeah,
and he'll do it for like 30 seconds at a time and then throw 2 punches.
Basically stay away from danger and try to just...
Yeah, like, and he does that against niggas that he don't have to. Did that against old Shane Mosley.
Yeah, it made it. Fun things too is that was one of the first fights you could tell that Mosley was starting to get washed up because Mosley didn't know what to do with that shit. You know,
and he tried. That's why the fight ended up being a draw because Mora didn't have enough offense for a nigga who was literally trying.
Yeah, right. Those are the fucking days, nigga. Like, but yeah, this fight was not. It was like, the scores, like the 2 scores that Prograis won on. Yeah, they were too wide because they weren't that. They were a little bit wide to me. But then the other score for Zorrilla, that was like, geez, like that. But that one was kind of pushing it, like. To have this nigga like win a 114, 113 type of shit, nigga. Like that wasn't that fight. But yeah, the crowd as soon as it was announced that Prograis won, yeah, the crowd just like they jetted, like we like me and people was just kind of like they went up and out the fucking stadium, man. And Prograis was just like, I mean, he apologized in the ring for the performance. And then then we went to the media scrum. It was the same thing. Like he apologized for that. But yeah, the Prograis, I don't know what it was. Why Prograis wasn't so sure? Because this is a motherfucker that stays in the fucking gym. Like he's always in the gym working out. So
he's one of my favorite fighters. Yeah,
Eddie was making excuses for him and saying, well, you know, he only had 6 weeks of preparation. All this yada. Like,
yeah, he's gonna do that.
Yeah, was running. Like he's
I feel like the homecoming sometimes there's like a curse of the homecoming ever since Jay. I mean,
that's what he said. Regis said he had the hometown jitters, but it's like it's not your first time in New Orleans. Like
it's been a minute.
Fuck all that, nigga. You fighting
As a headline, I'm just saying.
All that hometown shit.
Ever since J-Rock got knocked out by Jason Rosario, I feel like there's been a bad string. Well, actually, yeah. Well, J-Rock first took it from Hurd at his hometown, basically. Straight over. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just feel like I don't know. Maybe you got to be built different to show out at home. I guess this day. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair too, because we were there for some of the media week shit. Like they had this program doing everything. Like on Monday, fans could run with him. Like I think he did that on two of the fight week events. Then when me and P went to the weigh-in after the weigh-in, like this motherfucker was like mobbed by his family members and extended family members and shit like that, and taking pictures with the fucking the Rougarou shit, the mascot and shit like that. It was just like, I think they did too much.
Do you think? A quick question. Do you think it's a kind of a two-part question? Would you say that the Prograis Taylor fight and maybe the coupled with age is causing maybe there's a decline? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's weird because none of us said this when he fought Zepeda, but then again, Zepeda is even more washed. So
yeah,
But
honestly, Prograis Taylor was a fight of the year. But I didn't think it was that brutal a fight. Like, it was a hard fight, no question.
Not compared to like Spence Porter, Golovkin Triple G. I'm sorry, Derevyanchenko Triple G. In a way, Daenerys like
a Zepeda Baranchek, obviously.
Like it's like Taylor Prograis is a fight of the year, but brutality wise, it's not on those levels.
Also, couple, add in the father time because he had 34, 33. Maybe they're just kind of hitting at it, or maybe.
I think real talk is like that nigga spoiling on the vine. He hasn't really Prograis his resume is okay.
I looked at it. It's not that good. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just saying on BoxRec, the names he beat ain't really the name.
His three biggest names are like Zepeda and Relic?
Yeah, killed Dongo when it kind of meant a little something.
Man, do not bring up that motherfucking name in Dongo. It's chill.
This nigga hates Ndongo.
That's Zepeda, Taylor.
No.
Oh, this nigga LB keeps freezing.
Internet's always off.
A pause. Yeah, it's a pause moment. Like he got froze on.
Come again, LB. Pause.
My damn my laptop had died. I had to plug it up.
Prograis. I'd say because it's not as straight. He trains all the time, but like we say, like if he fought like Matias or something like that, Matias would have knocked him out. Like there was, like they like.
I mean, he didn't look like he was out of shape. He just didn't look fight ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, it's just more like
he looked in shape. He looked like he ready to box. He wasn't
laser focused.
Mentally there. He wasn't locked in.
He wasn't like
I think
Zorrilla had something to do with that.
A lot of the top fighters at 140 would beat him that night.
I'd pick Tanko. I'd pick the Tanko over that Regis.
Oh yeah, Tank would have knocked out Regis.
I'm just saying, I'll pick Tank over it.
Tank would have slept
that Regis.
I mean, hell, well, now Taylor Prograis would probably be really 50-50 because now, like, they both look incredibly mid.
I don't even know about that.
I don't think Taylor's staying at 140. He's going up.
Yeah, no,
and then Regis though. I think Regis need to go to 147.
No, I know I know Regis was always against it, and I was like, damn, why? But now I understand why. His reach is kind of his reach and shit.
That shit don't matter if Mikey Garcia going up to 147.
Yeah, but I thought for the longest, why not go to 147? But I can see now from that fight. Maybe.
It's the same way he wins fights at 140. Like, and niggas gotta adapt their style. Like, oh my god, like Regis still got skills and a lot of other shit he do good. Like
everybody's saying at 140. I feel like.
Okay, Gary Russell Turbo Fist got short arms.
I think Regis and Taylor's physical limitations at 147 would be evident. They have a lot of issues at 147 because especially Taylor, that style that he used at 140, it's not going to work against bigger guys. So,
but I think he'll be stronger though. Him cutting himself down, and I think a lot of these guys they don't really want to fight at their natural weight. Josh Taylor should have always really been a 147 guy. with his height.
Mm-hmm.
My man, Blazing Killer.
See, that's interesting. Yo,
me too.
See, that's interesting because if Prograis continues to look like this, Hitchens might beat him. So Eddie might want to cash him out against, and not want to cash him out.
Let Hitchens beat Montana Love first. That's not no set in stone win.
He'll beat.
I think Hitchens is gonna beat Love.
He'll beat Montana Love. He might. He'll beat him bad.
Well,
let it happen first, bro. That's all I'm saying. Let it happen first.
But now it's the worst case scenario because now everyone's looking at Prograis like he's food now.
Like he's food.
Yeah, everyone's.
He didn't look that bad though. Like he looked more like an off night, no ring IQ game.
But it gave you a way to beat him though.
So it's more. So is it more like
all that fight shows that if you stay on the move, he can't beat you.
Will it be like a Bivol situation? Will it be like a Bivol
But then remember, but it's not enough because Zorrilla really didn't, to me, win rounds or have the fight competitive enough to say, okay, that's the game plan.
Zorrilla was winning rounds based off making Prograis look like he wasn't doing anything besides.
He didn't have enough offense like that to win rounds. Shit, he won less rounds than damn Purnell against Oscar.
Yeah,
because they were just walking in circles.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Like they walking in front.
Yeah, and it's hard to fucking win rounds like that.
But
like
look,
you're throwing less.
Like you were saying, all Prograis had to do was cut off the ring and just start wailing on the nigga. But it was like he let Zorrilla dictate the round. That's why Zorrilla would get around because it's like all Zorrilla had to do was just walk in a circle. And the nigga just gonna follow him in the circle.
It was the merry-go-round, and we call it the merry-go-round.
All he did was follow him. He didn't care. He was like, all right, fuck it. If he's gonna walk, I'm gonna just walk with him.
He kept stepping.
It showed a lack of attack.
The champions getting that round.
He kept.
He was gassed because he thought he was gonna get him out early, and he couldn't. He didn't have the footwork and the stamina to keep up with him when he started running.
Yeah, his footwork wasn't looking that good. He got tripped up a few times. There was like four or five times where he tripped up his feet. Look, he got knocked down for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, his stamina wasn't right because if his stamina was good, I feel like he would have cut off the ring. I don't think this nigga just knows. Like, if a nigga, that's got to be first rule in boxing. You see a nigga running this way,
you use up less stamina cutting off the ring than you do following a nigga. When you follow a nigga, you literally go all around the ring. But if you cut off the ring, you're literally just
cutting off the ring, stepping over. It's fundamentals. I think that this nigga was just gassed. That's why he didn't follow. Because when you get tired, your fundamentals fall apart. That's the first thing that goes. You just you get lazy on certain shit. So he's a fucking professional boxer. This nigga knows if a nigga goes this way, nigga, take your right foot, cut him off like that.
Knows how to cut the ring off. You can't say that.
He did because he did.
He's a professional. You can't say that.
He kept
what the fuck, dude? There's so many professional boxers, world class, that can't cut off the fucking ring. Like, come on, man. Like, I've been watching boxing too long. There's many niggas who can't do certain shit, dog. Right. Fucking. But
a young nigga like this who can still learn, like, it don't make sense for a nigga to go through a whole training camp and a nigga know his weakness and he still don't try to fix it. It don't make sense.
What the fuck you telling me? I don't know what's good with these niggas. See the thing is, you get spoiled. You see me train a motherfucker off the street randomly, and by the 5th time I've trained this nigga, he's cutting off the ring. The video on YouTube, video on TikTok, facts. So y'all so Rome, he expect a nigga who been boxing all his life to cut off the ring magically, like no problem.
Like it should be instinct. Like it's instinct now.
It's not instinct.
Dude, like what I said what I said, like a lot of skills and seasoning is being lost and forgotten, man. Like cutting off the ring is a lost art, nigga.
Yeah.
I know how to cut off the ring. You see, I could teach niggas how to do it. People I've taught know how to do it.
Listen, I didn't know it was a lost art. When you said fighting up close inside is a lost art, I agree. Yeah, when I was a kid and watching boxing growing up, they used to let niggas fight in the clinch. Why don't they let them niggas do that no more? What the fuck happened?
Because they don't know how.
They don't know how.
Because they're in the clinch and they clinch a lot.
No, they wasn't hugging. They'll be like forehead to forehead, just uppercut.
Yeah, phone booth like this, like
the body shot.
Block,
yeah.
Perry,
And the ref is just standing there like, damn, this shit raw. But now, as soon as them niggas lock up, they be like, all right, break up. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of different strains of why, but it's like a lot of boxing, a lot of tactics is like a lot of lost arts. That's why, and you see, I mean, it's definitely part of a larger conversation of in terms of how boxers today and how boxers yesterday used to operate. You know, it's a lot of things.
But how is it a lost art? How is it a lost art when all the trainers are 60 years old? So how the fuck is it a lost art?
Because
but you got young trainers now, nigga. But see, some of these young trainers are like old trainers.
Who train them? Old niggas. Shit can't get lost.
No.
You gotta remember, not every old nigga the same.
Yeah, and it's not everyone is. I mean, it's not like everyone. Like a lot of trainers don't have that lineage anymore. Like you can tell where their training or their techniques come from.
And then you got to look at egos too. If they don't have a lineage, some ain't gonna try to be watching mad tapes and different fighters and trying to discover new shit and learn.
But Regis basically looked like Boots Ennis versus Karen. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, where
worse actually.
Worse, and Regis is a decade. I mean, Boots is a decade younger. But also, sometimes the trainers don't be watching the film. Like Geron's dad and them flex. So we don't watch our opponent's film. Well, maybe you should. I don't know.
But my whole thing is this: like, you mean to tell me y'all haven't sparred somebody who was running around the ring before? What did you do then?
Bro, do you watch Joe Joyce versus Zhang?
Listen, I've actually fought a nigga.
These guys even spar for their styles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've actually fought a nigga that was actually like skipping around like that before I knew about cutting off the ring. So when that nigga was skipping around and just running off and shit, I just dropped my hands. Like, all right, fuck it, nigga. You ain't trying to fight. That's a wrap, then. But we in a park, like there's no ropes, nigga. I can't cut off a fucking park. Like this nigga, if the nigga wanna run, he can run. Like
it's hard to cut off the ring on a Tekken 2 level when you're in an open field or some shit and you fight motherfucker.
No. At that point, I was just like, nigga, fuck it. I'm not gonna chase you, nigga.
Yeah, but but then I mean, with that performance though, obviously on your Matchroom debut, that's not the performance that you want because then, like I said, I know Zorrilla pretty much probably killed his career doing that shit because no one's gonna put him on TV.
They killed both their careers, but one still got a belt though.
Yeah, one got a belt and he still has 2 guaranteed fights on there. He can try to make it right though, but it's good. Like no one's like if you want a performance like that, no one's gonna come see it if you can't get rid of someone who's actually moving around the ring like that. So I know. I mean, Prograis was not happy. Like, he was in the media scrum. Like he was proud of his performance. It was very clear that he wasn't he didn't like his performance. And
nobody's gonna want that shit on there. Nobody's gonna want that shit on their undercard, and that shit's never gonna be a main event. It's not main event worthy.
So pretty much now, I mean, Eddie's gonna have.
Did y'all hit the comments yet? I didn't even because my power went out. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Yeah. Let's hit the comments before we go on.
Hitchens can beat Prograis, y'all. Yay or nay? Blazing Killer.
Possible. Hitchens.
Possibly.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, Hitchens can box, but it depends. Yeah. I mean,
okay, Montana Love, can he beat Prograis?
If he can beat Montana Love, he probably has a good shot at beating Prograis.
No, can Montana Love beat Prograis?
Oh, no, he can't.
Okay, can that Australian nigga beat him?
The one who was faced before?
Spark?
The one who got robbed the other day, but who beat Love.
Spark.
Yeah, Spark.
I would favor Prograis, but
I favor Prograis to counter. Spark brings it. So Regis will counter.
That'd be a good ass fucking fight, though.
Big fight. Well, hold on. Would Regis beat the guy that robbed him? Valenzuela.
Yes,
Regis would beat him.
But look, you gotta take this into account too, because next time Prograis fight, he knows this is his last chance.
Jack Catterall.
Jack Catterall, he might beat Prograis ass.
That's a 50-50.
Yeah,
Catterall might actually.
I'm leaning on Catterall on that one too, bro. Pause.
Juicy ones. Pause. Teofimo.
Teofimo would be Prograis.
Hell yeah, what the fuck?
No, 2 weeks ago. No, hold on. 2 weeks ago, nobody would say that shit. Honestly.
Yeah,
I said
but
2 weeks
what
ago,
have
I
you
said
done
T.O.
for
was
me
going in.
lately?
Yeah, Jackson. Exactly. But okay,
I'm just saying, like,
Haney,
one looked trash, the other one looked amazing.
How about Haney, Devin Haney.
Haney
Before
would
I
actually.
thought Prograis would walk a country mile in Haney.
Me too. I don't know.
But now, like, Haney might box his shit up. Yeah, like,
You had Prograis beating Haney before?
yeah.
I had Prograis. Definitely.
Dude, you gotta see some Prograis. Like, Prograis was raw, like.
Yeah,
I mean,
Prograis.
listen, not to beat Haney though. Like, no, not after that performance.
You still might. The left might catch him.
Not after that performance.
How about Matthias? Real Matthias.
Oh,
Matthias would be favored. Yeah. I don't know. Does Prograis beat Barbosa Jr.?
He should, yeah.
Yes.
Does he beat Pedraza and Kome?
Yeah. How about Ramirez?
Hey, y'all niggas was thinking hard on those two. Fuck.
I said, yeah.
Honestly, I think the Prograis that fought this weekend would lose to Kenny Sims.
How about Brandon Lee? Let's go all the way down there in PBC.
How about Rolly? Like, I see how he fucking snuck in Ryan Garcia name.
Rolly's not beating anyone.
How about Brandon Lee? We just Brandon Lee.
Brandon Lee might put some hands on Prograis, but he would lose. But he'll put hands on him.
Yeah. Rolly's too trash. I'm not.
We're not entertaining that. Like I said, Tim Broner and Ryan Garcia in their own league right now. Like, they got the 3-man league.
How about Ryan Garcia versus Regis? Still get it. Regis
forgot it.
Yeah, because Ryan doesn't have a fighter's heart like that. So yeah.
No, I like Ryan in that fight.
Damn.
Man, Regis would be so up for that fight. Pause. Like, but hold up. Prograis need to study some Jamel Charlo on how to cut off the ring. Yes, he need to study some fucking Jamel Charlo, some Roman Gonzalez, some Noya Inoue, some Golovkin, some Spence, some fucking who else was cutting off the ring like a motherfucker?
I can't believe you. I thought this shit was fundamental, just like a jab, yo. I thought this like the second day of boxing, you learned cutting off the ring. Like I thought that was just fundamental.
Motherfucker, I be spoiling your ass, nigga. Shit.
If you play any boxing game, and you're a noob in the boxing game, dude cutting off the ring against you is tough as fuck to learn how to beat that shit. I'm just saying,
that is like the advanced. That is the advanced shit.
Yeah,
most people don't even have good footwork. Never mind to be able to cut off the ring like that. So that's nuts.
But I look at it different because I was talking to a nigga playing basketball earlier. When I play football, it teaches you how to play defense and protect yourself in different ways based on the angles you got to take. So when you're chasing the nigga down, you have to take a certain angle to meet up with him or to cut him off. So you can use that. Right. You can use that in different sports. So I use that shit to cut niggas off in basketball, to cut a nigga off in boxing. It's just some shit that was embedded in me. So it's like I'm thinking it's natural.
It's a little more subtle because you're not using a field unless you're like Israel Landy Lara or somebody.
Right, but if you see a nigga running down the street, I can use a football angle and cut. I can use a football angle and cut that nigga off and meet him.
Yeah, exactly. Like in boxing, it's a smaller version of that. Like
in boxing, it's just cut off. Like you already cut off in the ring.
Like how the fuck?
Right. So it's like you see the nigga going right. What you do is just take a couple hard steps. Boom, boom. That nigga try to go the other way. Take another couple hard steps. Push him a little bit.
But you gotta remember, not everybody got natural fighting instincts. You have that. Like not everybody has that, but it's still something that you could be trained. So like.
That's like pushing instincts. Like if you wanted to push a nigga off a cliff, you would use the same instincts to cut off a ring so you can get that momentum. Like it's just instincts of life, nigga. It's not fighting.
Dude, it's now you going into common sense now.
Okay.
And not everybody has whatever the fuck you say, bro. I get it, but not everybody has natural fighting instincts. Not everybody has common sense. So there's some niggas who lack both.
Right.
So I'm just saying. Okay, Sutter, I seen some of your training clips. You know your stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. Salute. Which one is? Stop. Motherfucker just said Brandon Lee. Like, I don't know, that the Regis really struggled, bro. I'm just saying, but I don't want to be too hard on him. Pause. Like, you know, you could have an off night.
He ain't had, he ain't really had a bad performance. Even the Taylor loss wasn't a bad performance. He's always, Regis seems one of the most entertaining fighters, so that's why it was disappointing. He's one I got to love.
And Teofimo just looks so good, and it's the same division, so. Back-to-back nights, you can't have one nigga beasting and then the other nigga who been there, done that, look mid as fuck.
Yeah,
so
Janet Jackson's son, what have you done for me lately? And you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean that's what 40 is now. Like, you just never know. Like, every champion, Rolly is the most obviously he's vulnerable because he doesn't look good in any fight. But other top champions, like everyone.
I mean, but that's dangerous to look like mid too, because it's like niggas could be like, oh, let me take Rolly, and then they get their ass mollywop. Like, it's dangerous to fight him as well as it's not dangerous.
You can't underestimate somebody who looked mid. I mean, remember Canelo just did that. Mm-hmm. Remember, Bivol was looking mid for years, and then that's how Canelo. We talked about this, so even mid could be dangerous. You're absolutely right, because you can give off.
He's still training. He's still a champ somewhat.
Nah, I don't. Rolly has to do something to actually be a champ. Like, he got gifted an opportunity, and
not necessarily Rolly, but at least Regis. Like, Rolly, I still wouldn't underestimate Rolly, but yeah, he is like.
But that fight is not going a distance. You already know that fight won't.
You can't even give. I remember they tried to make Rolly the new Mayorga, but Mayorga was actually.
Yeah,
Mayorga won around off activities and he could hurt you, and he threw punches from angles.
They try to compare Rolly to Mayorga. I'm like, that's a disservice because Ricardo Mayorga was actually
could actually box when he
pumped the jab, threw a club and overhand right.
It was awkward, but he needed
uppercuts.
He wasn't a joke. Nobody laughed at him as a joke in the ring.
No,
and he always tried his hardest to win. Like, Rolly trying to look perfect. Like, Rolly looked like somebody just showed him nothing but Floyd and James Toney fights, and he thought he could do what they could do, and he can't.
Right. Yeah. Rolly's only giving gift is that he has caveman power, and he does, and at times he doesn't even know how to set that shit up the way he's supposed to. So
that's the problem. He's trying to set it up when we just need this nigga to just go forward and throw punches.
Right. He's a nigga. It's like he's trying to overthink when he can't really think that much.
Thank you. Yeah, fucking perfect. Exactly. That's exactly.
It's like he's not a thinking fighter, but he goes in there and confuses himself and gets knocked the fuck out or beat up by a fucking 50-year-old nigga.
Yeah. You see, against Tank, he wasn't doing all that thinking shit, but then he got
Tank, because Tank pissed him off for real, so he was just mad in there fighting mad, which is better for him.
Taking it serious though.
But it was better for him that way because it was more balls to the wall, but just his lack of defense just fucked him up.
Niggas.
Yeah,
you got to get him a linear task and be like, okay, this is
on
what you do.
On that water boy, you got to treat him like the water boy. You
you
like go get him. Go get him.
Adam Sandler.
All I gotta say is, one round of Kazoo was more entertaining than all 12 rounds of that program.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Shit. Ditto for the fucking co-main, nigga. The damn that one round compared to the whole DAZN card minus the Ali fight.
I mean, the first couple of rounds was decent.
Which one? The Aleem fight?
Or the Prograis fight.
Yeah, the Prograis fight. Then it just went to hell.
Yeah, like the first 3 rounds was like, okay, let's see. Then it's like, okay, what the fuck happened? It's like, damn, what the fuck did you do?
I mean, the last 2 fights of the whole card took the real steam out of the card, like, in a way. And because it was a good watch until those last 2 fights, and it was a shame, though. But I mean, hopefully, let's say Prograis can kind of regroup and refocus and do something. And Zorrilla, I'm sure it's gonna be on a fucking Triller card because ain't no way that we're gonna see this.
Does he even deserve that? Like, and to act like he got robbed, man. If you don't get your ass off my motherfucking TV, how dare you?
Dude had enough to start pounding and shit like he won. Like, bro, you can't. You have to take the title from the champion. Like, what was you taking? Like, it's like. You can't circle around. You have to. You actually have to box a nigga and actually put hands on him in order to win. Like,
nigga, that fight was like if you started. Okay, you playing a video game and you start playing, then the doorbell ring. You got to go answer, so you give it to your little brother, and then this nigga try to finish the fight for you. That's how that fight. That's how that fight went. And that nigga, and then like, yo, you won. He's like. No, I tried. I couldn't figure it out. Hell no.
But I think we gave that card enough.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like both niggas had left. And let both their little brothers have the controller. And like, one didn't know how to cut off the ring, the other one just
walking. The niggas just walking in circles like,
Will you sticks or buttons? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, press X, see what that do. You're like, oh, that's a job. Hell no.
I'm sorry, Pat. We just had to finish that.
But what the fuck happened to that? Like, it's like both them niggas' batteries was low. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, like I said, I'm gonna chalk it up as both niggas like had an off night and all you can do is just build forward from that shit. But
man, I'm more interested in the food blog you and King P need to start than that damn fight, yo.